truly, they can't.
I really can't say they are Africans. I don't think they can say they are Africans. They will define themselves as Americans. That is something, because we have like American black cops. They will say that, yes, I'm African, because obviously it shows with the skin, with the heritage. But then they're I'm Faith.
I'm a South Sudanese.
I'm Kenyan.
Kenya is amazing. This is where I've grown, and I've grown to love it. Yeah, so far so good.
I love my country.
Think of them as our fellow Africans, because the truth is they're Africans no matter where you go. So the fact will still remain that you are an African despite your location. So to me, they're Africans, and whatever they went to pursue, they're still doing like a great job. And hopefully they'll be back.
There are different types of black people living in outside Africa. Yes. Like for example, there are those who have lived outside Africa most of their lives, like from birth and from generations back. So like the black Americans, they have lived in America for so long that they don't know much about their roots in Africa, but then they're still Africans, because you know, yeah, black is African. Maybe they will come back, just as Seth has said. I actually feel like when most black people, not most, but those that have grown up in other countries, they have sort of been assimilated into those countries, so that like they do things the way others are doing. So like when they come here, they act like different. You know, we are different because of the surrounding, how they've been brought up. But that's not a point of difference, because you know, we all live according to our surroundings. An African, well, simply I think the melanin defines us as Africans. In America we say they are black Americans, you know, because they have like that division, not that division, but they have like, they are black, yes, but they are Americans. So they really can't say they are Africans. I don't think they can say they are Africans, but then they are Africans.
Okay, they've lived apart, but their ancestry are still, you know, African. So they're basically Africans. Look, the person who might be living abroad maybe has parents who are Africans. That makes them Africa, because if you are born to an African family, despite where you live, you're still an African, because your ancestry is Africa. So yeah,
they will define themselves as Americans. That is something, because we have like American black cops. They will say that, yes, I'm African, because obviously it shows with the skin, with the heritage. But then they're American, they live for America, they follow American rules and laws and everything. So
also you have to be like proud of who you truly are, because the fact that you are maybe an American citizen, but doesn't change the fact that you're also an African. So you just have to, you know, embrace it and be proud of who you truly are. To me, I think it's really wise, because you know, most people who live, you know, outside their own countries, they might feel like, oh, it might be insecure going back to my country and all that stuff. But being able to be told that you can come back, like it's assured that you are always welcome anytime you want to come back to your place, like it's amazing. And for those that are living away, like this is a good chance, like come back, explore your own country and even know something about it. So yeah. My country, South Sudan?
Yes.
Okay, I still love it. I won't like rate, okay, I can rate it, no country is perfect actually, but I'll rate it at 8 out of 10. That's how much I love it. Yeah, South Sudan is a good country. It's a good place to be, because you know, despite having challenges just like other nations, it's a young country. It's also learning, and I believe like 10 to 20 years to come, as South Sudanese who are like studying away from our own country, will like go back and make it a good place to be. So yeah, it's a good country. You guys should visit it.
An Arab-oriented Muslim nation. But then like 8 million Sudanese black people were like, whoa now, hold your camels, Ishmael. Us Africans, we ain't all about your all.
A big 10, because you know, not, yeah, 10, but
10 over 10.
No. Of course it has its issues, you know. But then Kenya is good. We have good education. We have good living standards. The politics, but then we are good. It's a good country.
When you go to the Rome, you do what the Romans do, right? So I believe us as Africans who are still in Africa, if we like stay to our roots and like practice what we've been practicing, like our customs and values, I don't think that the small percentage that will come from abroad will come and influence us in whatever way, because they'll have to like conform to what we are doing. But if we allow them, or we just accept what they say or what they're doing as right, that's where we'll get lost. But truly, they can't. I don't think they'll like change us.
One, change is obviously inevitable. So anywhere when you go, you'll have to like succumb to change. And you know, when they come, let's say they come, they have to like learn how to live among us. And them living among us doesn't mean that there wouldn't be change amongst ourselves, us as Kenyans, because you know, like they won't bring all the bad stuff. They'll also bring good stuff that we'll have to put into consideration. You know, they have like awesome technology, I think, better transportation, better communication. I think
I'll say some ideas, like ideas too, because they might have ideas we don't have, and we might also have ideas they don't have. So exchange of ideas.
They need to understand that they are coming into a country that has its own values, its own standing, so that like they can't like come and change it just because they come from a country where they allow so many sorts of things. But we're in a country where we have our own values. This is what we believe in. This is not what these are some of the things that we do not believe in.
For change, you have to just accept some things. There are things you might not like, but you just have to accept them. No, I wouldn't think so, because inferiority, that's something of the mind. If you think you're inferior, then you are. But honestly, no one is inferior, regardless of who you are, what you have, or the capabilities and everything. We are all able. I believe we are.
I cannot say that we're inferior. We are not inferior. Being African cannot be something that is equilified.
It can be associated with inferiority, because honestly speaking, Africa is a continent that is superior. Yeah, I'll say that it's superior. I'm a proud African.
We are all the same. We are all the same. So like when you compare like a black child with a white child, and they have like been brought up the same way, but then you'll find like this child can do something and this child can do something better than the other one. And so you can't say that the child who cannot do something better or is inferior to the one that is doing better. No, we are all the same. We are all abled differently. We are all capable of doing so many things. So like I don't think we're inferior. We're super.
For me, I'll say you guys are one of us. We love you, and whatever you went to do there, it's amazing. But just keep in mind that we are Africans. Stay true to your roots, and don't like get lost in the world of the Western world and forget like where you come from. As they say in Swahili, the one who forgets their culture is someone who is sent, right?
Sent.
Yeah. Msahau mila ni mtumwa.
We love you. I love you. I love you because we are one. We are one, and I understand that most of them have not. They aren't very much attached to these roots because they haven't been brought up in a very rooted culture of Africa. But then they, like when they should try and come and see for themselves that the African culture is great. We are wonderful, and they should stop stereotyping us. We are way ahead than they think. We are really, You know, they think that we're living in a village somewhere. No, there's good stuff in Africa, and they are welcome. And even when they are there, in whichever country that they are in, they should know that they'll always have a home in Africa, because I don't think if they come and, you know, live here, nobody's going to ask them. I don't think so.
Bye.
Bye.